Sean Ellis for Hellraiser Boxing in partnership with London Live. I'm at the Limehouse Marina Elite Gym with Joel Mcintyre, who's just finished a session. Joel, how's it going?
Yeah, very well, mate. You alright?
Yeah, not too bad. How'd that session go?
Yeah, it was good. Nice way to finish the week.
I got told off in there in the ring for filming you
footage,
doing a bit of...
No footage.
No footage. What are you working on? Top secret stuff?
I guess so.
The last time I saw you was last week, week before at the weigh-in for Mickey Elliott's Judgment Day. You were supposed to fight that night at the Park Lane Hotel. It didn't happen. Tell me why it didn't happen.
The opponent that was put up had a sanction against him, so he had to fight. Couldn't fight over 12-9. And there was kind of like a miscommunication between management and myself and sort of promoter on what I had to make. So basically, I didn't make the weight that had been agreed, but it was due to a miscommunication, you know.
Bit of a frustrating thing then.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, you had prepared. It was your first fight back since a hand injury, wasn't it? And when are we gonna see you out next then?
December 4th. December 4th is the next one. So like 4 weeks. I mean, everything happens for a reason, and you know, it's just one of them things, I suppose. It was a shame that we couldn't find an opponent, sort of a replacement. We tried everyone from, I think, middleweight even up to heavy. There was like a 15-stone kid. I said, I'll get in there and just move around with him, you know, I'd try and take him out. You know what I mean? Whatever happens, but Mickey was sure it wouldn't be able to be made. But the board wouldn't allow it, you know. But obviously it just couldn't happen. It just wasn't meant to be, I suppose.
Obviously December will be your 14th fight then. And it's in. I mean, I had a little look at the division. I don't really know many names in the light heavy division. I had a look last night, and BoxRec ranks you 20th in Britain.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a fair representation?
I don't know how BoxRec do their rankings. They're obviously more intelligent than I am, and they do it on whatever. I suppose knockouts, maybe ticket sales, whatever. I don't know. I mean, how they do their rankings.
For example, I don't know if you've heard Hosea Burton, Callum Johnson, Travis Dickinson. These are all guys who have featured in the top 15, I think, and I'm not too sure about their records. I think they're all unbeaten, but do you know those names?
Yeah, I know the names. Yeah, I think Hosea is fighting Tony Hill. So Tony Hill was a middleweight. I've done some sparring with him. He's from along the south coast, just along in Southampton. I'm from Portsmouth, obviously, so there's red and blue there going on. That'd be a nice match out eventually. But yeah, good luck to him in that fight. Good luck to Jose as well. He seems like a decent guy. All names on the radar though, you know. You
wouldn't write off anybody?
No.
You want them now?
Oh, I want them as soon as possible, you know. I mean, I've been out for a year. It's going to be like a year, well, except for a day, you know. It's going to be like almost a year when I get back in there. And, you know, obviously maybe they're shaking out some rust and that, but I just want to get on with it, you know. I just want to get on with it. I'm 27 years old. I'm hardly a hot young prospect, you know, but I still think I can go at least British level, at least. You know?
Is that what you want to achieve within the next year? Are you giving yourself a time frame to achieve that?
I have. I've given myself a private little an aim. I've actually got it all written down. I've given myself that aim. You know, I've put it there. I think it's achievable. Trainer thinks it's achievable. Promoter obviously believes in me. It's only down to me to do it. You know.
Tell me about a potential rematch with the only loss on your record, Miles Shinkwin. Is that a fight that you'd welcome in the near future, within the next year?
Everybody knows I'd welcome that fight. I don't know what Miles is waiting for. I think I'm below him now. You know, I'm below Miles, so I guess he's waiting for like maybe a big Mayweather payday or something like that. I don't know what he's looking for, but he thinks himself well above me. Thinks himself above everybody. Don't really know many people in the whole of boxing that I've spoken to say a good word about him, to be fair. I mean, it's nothing personal, but he seems to take everything I say personal. I've got a friend of mine actually, and it's nothing to do with me, I have to admit, but it's so funny because he trolls him on Twitter. just trolls him on Twitter all the time. And my man, he just don't give a shit. He just says what he wants, you know.
Miles Sheetwin must think you have something to do with it.
He probably does, but the man does his own thing. My mate that's on there, he does his own thing. I don't tell him what to do. I mean, that's not my fucking deal, you know what I mean? But it is funny. He just says, have a look on Twitter every now and again, because I'm not that active on there at the moment. He says, have a look in there, see what I've been saying to him. And I'm like, I have a look, and it's always a giggle. Miles bites every time, mate. He needs to sort of, I don't know, he needs to sort of take it a little bit lightly, but he seems... You know, there's another one, all seriousness now, there's another guy that's like struggling to find a fight. You know? I mean, I'd take the fight tomorrow, do you know what I mean? But he just doesn't want it. He's beat me, he's swept me to one side as far as he's concerned. I mean, it's not the way the fight went. I mean, there's a number of factors, the reason why I couldn't get going in that fight, and there was a number of factors, but I mean, by the end of the fight, we had one guy look like he'd been in a car crash, one guy looked like he was just warming up, you know, and I don't have to tell you the names of which one was which, you know what I mean, me and him, but, you know, we'll see.
Do you think that your division is a quiet division in the UK? Do you think like there's more room for you to move in that division than say welterweight, where UK is thriving? Do you feel like there's only a few names that you'd have to beat for you to get up into that top 10, top 5?
Do you know what, I think, it's funny because you say that, it's quiet, but it's also very talented. There's a lot of talent in the division. There really is. You know, like you say, Jose Burton, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've only just heard about him, but I've seen a little bit, and you see him fight Elvis Due, and Elvis Due is a hard guy to fight. I fought him twice. Fought him in my first fight, you know. He's a hard man, you know, and short, punches very hard, and Jose done well with him. You've also got Tanya, obviously, who's in there now. He's in the mix, good southpaw, well schooled, and you know, he's gone up in the weight. He looks like he's gone up the weight quite well. Travis Dickinson, you've got all these boys that was in this Maxi Muscle tournament. I mean, the only thing is, I don't even know who the English champion is. Who's the English champion?
No, I don't know who the English champion is either.
Who's the Southern Area?
That's what I mean. That's what I think. Shinkwin's Southern Areas.
Is he, or is he? Because I think he was English, wasn't he? Did he vacate?
Well, this is the thing. This is why I said that to you, because it's not a very well publicised division. It doesn't get a lot of attention at the moment. I think, like you yourself saying, who's the English champion, and I don't know myself.
It's
Nathan Cleverly is one of the only guys that I know from this country who's at world level at the moment. So obviously
I think Cleverly's the only guy in that division, I think, and I'm saying this honestly, the only guy that I think would be just a step too far for me right now, because he's been at that level. He has fought people, and he's lost, but he's fought them. He's been there, and
prove that he can be there.
Yeah, but Baloo's a cruiserweight. I think he was happy at cruiserweight.
I mean, so because as far as that's concerned, with the names or the lack of big names in the division, there's kind of an area there for you to make yourself a name within the next year. That's what I mean. You don't have to beat too many people to be in that top
five.
It's true. Tell me how training's working for you at the moment, because I know you live in Portsmouth, you travel up here to Limehouse to train in these facilities. How does the working week or the training week go for you?
I'll just basically travel up at some point in the week, usually maybe a Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, stay up until the Friday, and I stay in Cannon Town, train up here. It's not far, it's on with DLR.
How long have you been doing that for now?
I've been doing it my whole career, so since 2010. I've been doing that.
And it's been working for you, obviously.
Yeah, it works. I've got good backing now as far as financially.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all that covered. You know, my career's been stop start because of injuries, because of backing, because of things like that, and it's been frustrating. But now I've got this hand done. I think it's definitely, I'm hitting the ground running.
Well, is it that left hand?
The right one.
Right hand. And how long has it been since the op now?
It was March, the end of March.
And as far as hitting bags and pads and people, how's it feeling? Is it back to?
It's sound that is spot on. I mean, because of any operation you have nerve damage, but that's as far as the feeling and touching like that is nerve damage. It feels funny, but that's solid. That's how it's meant to be, you know.
Yeah.
I've never experienced it in my career before, you know. That's why I was so eager to get into that fight last week.
Yeah. Just the frustration. I can see it. I can see the frustration. I can see that you want to get in the ring. You've been out for so long, and it's what you do, and you just kind of want to get back in there.
Well, imagine you're shagging a bird and you're about to do your bolt, and then you don't do it, and you've got to wait 4 weeks until you get the next shag.
Jesus.
It's a little bit frustrating.
Nice analogy, Joel.
Nice analogy. I like analogies. They work.
Tell me about what you want to get out of the next 2 months in the build up to Christmas. What is it you want? You want a solid camp? You want a fight where you can put on a performance? What is it that you want before Christmas?
Yeah, I want an exciting fight. We're going to take a good crowd up to Camden for this one in December. I think there's London live coverage for that one.
Yep.
So, I mean, if I take a nice big crowd up there, they're bound to get on the telly, you know, the camera's going to love them. And all the nice chants that they make up.
And then moving into next year, early next year, March, April time is the next, will you be out next? Or yet to be decided?
Before that, hopefully.
Yeah.
Nicky's talking about February. I mean, I'm going to enjoy Christmas, but I'm not going to enjoy it too much.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to stay. I mean, I'm not going to. I've been very focused in the build up to this fight. I'm not going to just knock it off again and then just start again. I'm just going to carry on through. Christmas is every year, you know. This isn't every year for me.
No, of course. And if you had one message to give to your division at the moment, what would that be?
I just think people should start fighting each other. I mean, I know there was this maxi muscle tournament, this thing. It's like a Super 6 or something. If I'm right, I don't believe in that. Super 6, I think, great ideas. I think they're great ideas. You do get the top few people, and then they make them fight. If there's a title there, there's a title there. You know, they've got enough time to build out. It's nothing like rushing or anything like that. Every fight is publicised. Every fight is televised. And this, I think, it's a great opportunity to get the best lads to fight the best lads. No one should be scared of each other. At the end of the day, you live once, don't you? I mean, you have one career, and yeah, you can fuck it up. But if you just, you know, if you do calculated risks, they can pay off. And they're only going to pay off for one person. But even if you two guys at the top of the division, they have a fight, and it's a tear up. You know, both guys are winners at the end of the day. And
so that's something you like to see happen. Who would be the other 5 fighters that you think would make that? On the spot.
Yeah, I don't think 5 is enough. There's too many lads. I do give respect to everyone. I mean, even Miles Shinkman. I mean, I have back and forth with him a little bit, but even him, I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a great boxer. I think he's a bit fragile, and I think he talks and then thinks he's a bit better than he is. But you know, he's still a good fighter. Can't take it away from him. There's Miles. I mean, there's even like Tom Baker now. He's up. I've done countless sparring with that lad. Good boxer. Probably makes light heavy better than he makes super middle, so we'll see. Jose Burton, obviously Tony will still there. They're going to fight. That's going to be an interesting one. Travis Dickinson, another one. I mean, I can't remember the other lads that was in that. I mean, obviously Bob Safi, British champion.
You could put names in a hat and just pick them out, and it would be like that.
It's a great division. I don't know why it's not so inactive.
I mean, so what's going to happen for you now until fight night? Because I know, obviously, last week, 10 days ago, you were ready to fight. So is that still the case now? You're on weight. Is it just going to be going through the motions until the 4th?
Yeah, pretty much. Just sharpening up, staying fit. I mean, I can always be fitter. That's the way I look at it. I mean, the fight didn't come off, so I'll be fitter. I'll be twice as fit for this next one, you know? Twice as fit, twice as strong. I'll be on the weight better, look better, feel better. Everything will be better, you know? I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, and for whatever reason, it'll only be good.
Well, Joel, best of luck in training up until the 4th, and we'll catch up with you before. I mean, I like coming down here, and we'll, so long as I don't get told off next time, we'll come down and we'll catch up with you again before that fight.
Don't catch Harry in the bad mood. Yeah, he'll snap.
Joel, thanks for the chat. Take care.
Thank you.